Hi, my name is Juan Veruet from Kayak Fish PA, LLC. I do guided kayak fishing classes and guided trips on the Susquehanna and Juniata rivers in Pennsylvania. I'm going to talk to you today about how to fish a tube in cold water conditions. The presentation is everything. It can be the difference between catching and not catching. When you're going to slow drag a tube or other type of bait on the bottom in cold water conditions, you want to make sure that you do your retrieve slow and deliberately. You basically want to be able to feel yourself grinding the bottom of the river with your bait. I'll cast the bait out into a likely holding position, and you can see here I'm going to let it sink to the bottom. One of the key things I do is I keep my hand off the reel. In cold water fishing and dragging baits on the bottom, you always want to move your bait with your rod as opposed to moving it with the reel. And so I'll go from about 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock with my angler on the rod. So I'm starting here at 10 o'clock, and I slow drag it up to 12 o'clock. And I can still feel that bait, and I can feel it bouncing off a rock. Now this is when I reach 12 o'clock, I reach down and reel down to the bait. I'm not moving the bait at all with the rod, or I'm sorry, with the reel. I'm not moving it with the reel, I'm actually moving it with the rod after I do this. So I lift it again to 12 o'clock, and I'm shaking it over top of rock right now. I can feel that rock, and then I reel down to the bait again, and I might even let it sit there for a few seconds in cold water. Really, your cadence between drags is really important. When the fish are really inactive, you want to slow down the cadence between your drags and pauses. So I drag it, and the fish is going to see it. Then I pause it, reel down to it. I'm still pausing it on the bottom. My rod tip's at 10 o'clock now. And then I'm going to drag it again if I don't feel a hit. As I'm dragging it, I can feel bottom. And again, I put my hand back on the reel, 10 o'clock. Lift it again to 12 o'clock. That 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock in a kayak really keeps a high angle. You also notice I'm standing in the new attack from Wilderness Systems as well, and that definitely helps a little bit. Although if you're going to do this in cold water, you better have some good balance, though. I don't think I'd really recommend it, but I mean, I do it sometimes. But that's how you slow drag a bait on the bottom.